People have asked me to share my story of when I had anxiety and sleep disorder or insomnia and how CBD oil helped me through that process. My name is Keith Copeland from Tennessee Hills CBD. So about a year ago, I was suffering from sleepless nights. I would go to bed at like 11 o'clock. I would wake up at 12:30 or 1 o'clock, and I'd wake up and I couldn't get back to sleep. I was wide awake. I'd lay there for an hour, hour and a half. If you've ever had insomnia, it is a very frustrating experience. It's frustrating as you're going through the process. It's actually a health concern if it's an extended period. But I would get up at, wake up at 1, I'd lay there until 2, I'd get out of bed and read or watch TV or just do something because I couldn't sleep until like 4, 4:30. Finally, I would try and go back to sleep, and I'd sleep for 2 more hours and wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. So typically I was getting an hour and a half, 3 or 4 hours awake, 2 hours, and then there was my day. It was very frustrating at first, and this went on for days. It stretched on to weeks, stretched on to months. It actually went on for a number of months. I lost track of how many months that was happening like that. So in the process, I actually went to the doctor because it was starting to affect my health. And he suggested taking one supplement, and that didn't work, and another supplement, melatonin, and another supplement. And then I tried some holistic things that didn't work, and homeopathic things that didn't really work so well. And I tried all these different things. I tried valerian root. Nothing really got me through the process. And then someone told me about CBD oil. So I had heard about CBD oil, but I didn't know anything about it. So at that time, in the state that we were in, you could only get it through a medical marijuana dispensary. So that is as far as I knew. And then we went there and got that. I was really nervous about it. The fact that you had to go to a medical marijuana dispensary, which I'd never been to before, was very it was very concerning to me. And then I asked a lot of questions, and they were very good about that, and I found that it was a very good experience. But when I took the CBD oil home, I still was really concerned about taking it. I thought, oh my gosh, am I going to get high? What effects is it going to have? And I really didn't want to do it. So I actually waited for 3 or 4 days before I tried it, and I got my nerve up and I tried it, and it was like, oh, this isn't so bad. It tastes fairly good. And when I went to bed that night, I was actually concerned and went to bed a little more anxious because I had taken the CBD oil. But I went to sleep. I slept through the night. I woke up the next morning. I felt rested for the first time in months. My wife was really happy with that because I was back to my old self, which was, I think that was a good thing. But then I did the next night, and the next night, and the next night, and I did this for about a week in a row, and then I stopped, and it reset my system, and I was able to sleep. What I found through my research was that CBD gets into the cannabinoid receptors in our system, and it actually helps your natural serotonin work better. So it actually took what I naturally produce in my body, and it made it do what it was supposed to do. It helped me sleep through the night and reset my clock. So that was an amazing experience for me. It was so amazing that we found that in our state of Tennessee that we now live in, they had a hemp program, industrial hemp program, and that is where the CBD comes from. So we got on the list, we got our license, and on our farm, we're now growing CBD hemp. So we're growing thousands of plants and producing our own CBD oils at Tennessee Hills CBD. I became such a believer in the product, and it helped me so much that I just wanted to really get involved in this wonderful industry. So that's kind of my story. If you have some anxiety, by the way, my anxiety kind of went away too, and I kind of got back to my old self. So if you have anxiety or sleep problems, I just recommend trying it. If you don't get it from us, get it from somebody else, but try CBD oil. And I'd love it if you would go ahead and click up here and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of these informational videos we're helping the community and your friends and folks have. But also, would you leave a comment down below? Because we're trying to learn how to get better. We're trying to learn what you want. We're trying to answer the questions that you want to have answered. So just leave your questions about CBD oil or anything on cannabis below. Again, I'm Keith Copeland from Tennessee Hills CBD.